This is Tim Bryce with my column titled, The Power of the Inverted Triangle. Whenever I teach a class in information systems design, I always stress the importance of upfront planning. For example, study the business problem, specify requirements, develop the system architecture and logical database, and define programming specs. I'm not talking about something as simple as an app, but major systems such as an inventory system, manufacturing, payroll, defense, healthcare, and so on. By taking this approach, you eliminate the guesswork for programmers who will inevitably produce a superior system satisfying the end user's requirements, all because we spent more time planning. This approach is essentially no different than the design of any product or construction assignment where it is essential to do the upfront planning. There's just one problem with this. Most companies will not do it. Instead, analysts are encouraged to rush through the upfront planning before passing things over to the programmers. Under this scenario, programmers are given inconsistent and incomplete specs, thereby spending an inordinate time in programming, second-guessing what is needed, not to mention rewriting software over and over again. If we built bridges the way we build systems in this country, we would be a nation run by ferry boats. This can visually be described through the use of triangles, both an inverted triangle, top-heavy, and a normal pyramid, bottom-heavy. The approach I endorse is the inverted triangle, which shows more time being spent up front in the planning stages, top half, thereby simplifying programming as represented by the bottom half. The other approach can be represented using the pyramid, whereby little time is spent studying the problem and planning, top half, and more time in programming, lower half. In fact, the foundation is open-ended, as such projects will continue onward by rewriting programs. Understand this, no amount of elegant programming or technology will solve a problem if it is improperly specified or understood to begin with. This perspective on triangles can be applied to other areas, as I mentioned, product development, construction, and particularly management. Here, the inverted triangle represents a proactive approach, whereby considerable time is spent at the start of a project performing planning activities, such as network analysis, project estimating, scheduling, resource allocation, and so on. By doing so, the manager is taking charge of the project's destiny, thereby avoiding a crisis later on. The bottomless pyramid represents a reactive mode of management that invites trouble to occur before taking action. Interestingly, many people prefer working in a reactive mode, particularly people in information technology. Whereas some cultures such as the Japanese, South Koreans, and Germans tend to worry about the big picture, Americans tend to be myopic, which explains why we have suffered from disasters over the years, such as Pearl Harbor, Hurricane Katrina, 9/11, etc. Hopefully, these triangles will cause you to reflect upon your organization's approach to management. Are you in a constant firefighting mode, or are you in control of your destiny? Just remember, it's ready, aim, fire. Any other sequence is counterproductive. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.